day. It's almost like a theme song, right? Okay, so, wow. I mean, hello, spring, right?
Doesn't it just make you smile?
Yes,
when you
I was
see
looking
it,
at that.
Nancy,
I was
right?
like, okay, which one is speaking to me?
Yes.
Which one is speaking as a gift? Hey, Mother's Day. Sterling silver, spring enamel, symbol box chain bracelet, brand new today, saving about $50. Yay. Extra small to extra large on this. We've got the sister to the Symbols of Love collection, right? So you're looking at the most beautiful. I'm going to ask you what flowers those are. I think maybe plumeria. I don't know what this is.
I think it was just an artist created flower.
So
I don't know if we were,
pretty.
trying to replicate a specific flower. We just love being able to curl those petals in, really create this beautiful, almost two-toned enamel look, and even the little center with the little beads. If you love pinks and corals, that is the flower for you.
That's the flower, and honestly, Jill, it's kind of taking me back to a little Hawaiian vacation.
There is
Right?
a little tropical thing there. I totally
Which I'm like
agree.
dreaming of in my
Yes,
head.
I love it.
And then there's so much meaning to the blue butterfly, right?
Look how we've, again, striated
Wow,
these
thank you for the
colors.
close-up.
So I thank you. That's a beautiful shot. You can really see the, and I mean, shades of denim here, right? You have
Yeah.
indigo, you have sort of medium washed, you have bleached. So very denim friendly, but again, that beautiful symbol of transformation, of change, of coming out of that cocoon. Just a beautiful piece. I love this one with the silver.
I always think about my mom with the butterflies. I do. I have a special meaning in my heart.
That's special. I love that.
Okay, this ladybug is so cute.
Okay, so this was
Tell
funny
me.
because we debuted the ladybug as a new symbol of love last month,
Yeah.
and we just did it in all silver. And so many people said to us on our social media, "Love the ladybug. Would you ever consider enameling that?" And we were like, "It's coming!"
Great
So
idea.
here it is. So beautiful, red and black, a symbol of good luck, prosperity, family, joy. Again, it's just one of those symbols that makes you smile.
I want all those things. Everything you mentioned, I'm
Right?
like, everybody needs that in
Yes,
their life,
yes, and
right?
yes.
And then, oh my, I know you just gave me a little tip of what's to come later. No
Yes.
more hints on that. But here is the clover.
This is a clover, a four-leaf clover, but look at each of the petals. They're in the shape of a heart. So this is a symbol of good luck. This is love and luck together. Again, I love how we've striated with that
Yes.
enameling. That enameling is fired and baked at very high temperature. It's not flaking off. It's not peeling
love
off.
that.
I mean, it's almost, it's so durable. This is not a color that's ever going to fade. It's always going to stay that brilliant. And then look at our sweet watering can. Isn't
Can
that
you call
so cute?
Carolyn Gracie?
I was just going to say, I have to get this from my good friend Carolyn Gracie, who, is gardener extraordinaire.
Yeah.
But look what we did here. We did this hammered design with the
So
watering can
cute.
and then did a sunflower in the center. Sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers. They just make me smile. They always lift your spirits.
Yeah.
It's
Happy, right?
Yes. And at Jay, that's what we wanted to do here. Yes, we have some major jewelry in our collection.
Yeah.
Yes, we have fine jewelry. We're going to be talking about diamonds in a little bit. But this is where we can really let you have fun with quality. Because a lot of times when you look at charm bracelets, it's fashion jewelry,
Yeah, a
it's
little
base
whimsy,
metal,
yeah.
it's lightweight,
Yeah.
it breaks easily. And so what we're able to do for you here is give you all of that quality that you've come to love from Jay Jewelry in precious metal sterling silver on our iconic box chain, which rolls on your wrist. By the way, Nancy, if the charm rolls, by the way, it's finished beautifully on the back side in a hammered texture in all silver. And then we've even put some of our beads, our 8mm beads on each side of the bracelet to finish it off. So
beads, yeah.
it's the weight that you want in real jewelry. It's a little color, which you've asked for, which we could now do in enamel. We don't always have to use the gemstones to give you the color. And it ties back into symbols and stories that are your story. Like you said, the butterfly, nobody will know the reason why you picked the butterfly, but you sure will. Every time
Absolutely.
you look at it,
Yeah,
and
that's my
the
mom.
same for flowers, for gardeners, for luck, for ladybugs. I know Sean Killinger, the ladybug is a really important symbol to her because of one of her dear friends who'd passed. And so, that ladybug is something that, just she
Speaks
holds
to her
dear.
heart. Yeah.
I think all of these can be that. And they can also just be, I love that color,
Right.
I love that shape,
Right.
and I want something fun to work into my J
Or it's my
stack.
favorite animal.
Yes.
Okay, let's go through choices and then I'll give you the sizes as well. Extra small is 6 1/4, small is 6 3/4, average is 7 1/4, and large is 8 and then extra large, so all the custom sizes, 8¼ on that. So once again, here is the flower. People love the flower.
Yeah,
and it has so
you
much
see
color.
too, and then look, it's like,
yeah, it almost has
like look
little
at the dimension.
beadings.
Look at the dimension of that. It's not flat.
Yes.
So these are not stamped out
Look at
pieces. These are cast. That means they're carved.
Oh my goodness, I even love the hammering.
Right?
Yes.
So if it rolls on your wrist, that's what you're going to see. But it's all carved, and then it's cast, and then it's pulled out of the little mechanism, the little wax tree mold.
Yeah.
Then they go through and they go back with all the enameling work. Then they fire it again to make sure that that enamel is fired and there forever. Then they polish the center, they polish the sides, and then they add it to the bracelet links, which they've also put together by hand. So I mean, it's you know, this is not just, you know, I always laugh and say this is not Willy Wonka's everlasting gobstopper where you put in all of the ingredients and it pops out at the other end. There are so many hand steps and details in real jewelry.
Yes, and that's what Jay is known for. And these are the pieces that you never take off.
Yes.
So once again, here is flower. Then we also have it in butterfly. There is, I'm now thinking all the time, Sean and the ladybug. Here is the clover. And then I'm thinking Carolyn. I'm just saying water and can, but really, how are they speaking to you? Or how are they speaking to you as gifts for someone as well?
Beautiful for Mother's Day, right?
Yeah.
Like give her a flower that she'll never have to water and will never fade or wilt,
I'm
right?
a little cheapy. I used to tell my husband, don't get me flowers. They always like die after a week. So this is a good idea.
Get me flower jewelry.
Exactly. Give me something that lasts and lasts forever and ever. All right.